Promise me you'll get me through. Just tell me I can do this too. For everything we fight to never lose. 'Cause everything we want, oh, is everything we need. Just like I need you. Oh, it's just like you need me. Oh, strength unknown, don't you bail on me now. I got the world on my back and my head on the ground. Strength unknown, don't give up on me now. You got 500,000 eyes staring you to the ground. No, I won't do this alone. No, I won't do this alone. Without my strength unknown. Without my strength unknown. Strength unknown, don't give up on me now. You got 500,000 eyes staring you to the ground. Tell me I can run to you. Promise me a rendezvous. Just tell me I can stand the truth.
Hello, welcome to the Sunday stream. Hopefully everyone's doing well. Hope we're doing awesome today. It was fine Sunday. Well, at least Sunday for me. Got a usual Shader Sunday stream happening today. We will be in the Nether again. Who would have thought? Oh my gosh. What's my dog doing? What are you doing, Bailey? Who do you think you are? Hey, who do you think you are? What's up, Jen? Sonic Stan, what's up? I'm doing well today. How are you? Avlet, what's up? Good to see you. You want to go say hi to people? Alright, okay. Talk into the microphone. Say, hello, friends. Hello, friends. I am Bailey, and today I will be running the stream for my dad. Put my paws on the microphone. Toot. Hello, Jen. Doing great, thanks, fair enough. Glad you're doing great. Bailey, don't bite my hands, okay? Don't even lick them. Oh, in your bed you go. In your bed.
I know, it's crazy.
All right, let's get rolling. We'll see if Bailey decides to sit still. No, when I move her hands around, or her paws around, her front paws, she takes that as an opportunity to try to bite my fingers, so. She's like, you're playing with me, aren't you? Basically what's going on in her head at that point, so. What, Jen? What? Also, while we're here, it's beautiful to look at this area in shaders, by the way. So we have finished this area a few weeks ago. I say finished, just that area down to where the slabs are. Over here is where we've been working the last week or two. Which has been pretty fun, honestly. So we're gonna continue that today. I forget how far we're going down. I think it's to the lava area there, so we're good for now. You ordered a new computer today. Details? Details on specs? Should be right about here. Should be, yeah, within beacon range here. Refurbished gaming computer, nice. I mean, that's fair. It's new and it's sounds like it is probably an upgrade. Every computer I've gotten has been an upgrade, so doesn't have to be more expensive or that expensive. Just, you know, just has to be an upgrade. HP G1 desktop, gaming tower, Intel i5, 16 gigabytes of RAM, 2 terabyte. Ooh, a 2 terabyte SSD. I don't even think I have a 2 terabyte SSD. NVIDIA GeForce GTX 1660, 6 gigabyte DDR5, Wi-Fi. Nice. Yeah, and we'll have to have Windows 11 on it too. Well, I say have to. I'm sure people run with Windows 10 still, but Windows 10 is no longer supported as of this month, I think. Like, they won't be have any more like security fixes or updates or things like that for it. So you pretty much have to be on Windows 11 now, for better or for worse. Everybody has different opinions on it. So, especially in like the world I work in, software engineering world, everyone has an opinion about Windows. So I work day to day with Linux generally, so obviously a lot of people I work with don't care for Windows to begin with, so yeah, probably an HDD. Yeah, and SSDs can be way faster, for sure. Solid state versus mechanical. That's great though. It sounds pretty good. Work computer is going to be updated Windows 11, but the computer specs can't handle it. Ooh, yeah. Yep. It's one of the unfortunate things about having, you basically always need to update your hardware. It's a consistent need to update, so for better or for worse. So I'm excited. Yeah, I'm excited for you. Sounds awesome. When does it arrive? I'm 3 years old. Nice. Oh, yeah. Interesting. Thursday? Nice. Cool. Eventually, I'll have to upgrade my PC as well. I don't know when, but I think I've had this PC now for 4 or 5 years? No, it can't have been that long. I have a 3070 Ti, so whenever those came out. A decent bit after those came out is when I got this. 10 years in November, yep. Yep. Time to update. Time to upgrade. Let's do that. Hide some things. Okay. 9 years in November? Okay. I mean, that's pretty close. The thing I heard from a more senior person that I work with, in who's also like a software engineer, is that we say this about coding languages and technology, but this can apply to just technology in general rather than just what I work with. You pretty much have to update your skills every 5 years because there's constantly new stuff coming out. So if you wait more than 5 years, you end up getting outdated, unfortunately. Just with the speed of technology. So. But it's not necessarily realistic for everyone to be updating every 5 years, right? So. The thing I would like to update about my setup is my monitor arms and get like an actual set of monitor arms that actually support these monitors. Because I have a 31-inch curved monitor as my main monitor, and then I have like a old-ish 27 to 28-inch monitor as my second monitor. I just buy like one monitor at a time, but then like the new monitor is bigger, it becomes my main monitor, and I put the previous main monitor as my second monitor, and then what was my second monitor either stops working, which happened to one of my monitors, or I use it for various other setups. So I would like to get a new arm because I don't use just the stands that came with the monitors. I actually mount them on like on an arm, basically. The one I have is okay. It was a Christmas present, and it was definitely better than what I had, but it's too small for the size monitors that I have. It can't sustain the weight of the monitors that I have. So I'm kind of like looking down at my monitors a little bit instead of looking straight across like I should. So. Getting new monitors. One is as old as my computer. This one is a great monitor, but it's too old. Do you have just the one monitor, Jen, or do you have two? Because it's a good opportunity. Like if it's still a good monitor, and you can support two, it's not a bad idea to have two. Yeah, you might be able to support two now. Something to look into. I mean, if it's not a big deal to you, it's not a big deal to you, which is fine, right? Like. Whatever makes sense for you. Yeah, there you go. So you can now, if you get a new monitor, you can have a second monitor as well, and can be welcome to the dark side. If it was up to me, I'd have 4 monitors. Like I really want my work setup at work when I had a desk used to be 4 monitors. I had a main monitor, 2 side monitors, and I used my laptop screen as the 4th monitor. Basically. Now I have a 2 monitor setup at home where I would like to get my laptop monitor. The problem is my work desk is kind of small. And so the max I can really do is because, well, I say kind of small. If I had two, like Emma has 2 like 24-inch monitors. If I had 2 24-inch monitors, it wouldn't be that hard. But I have a 24-inch monitor, which is my own that I've been using forever, which is fine. It's just a monitor. And I have I thought it was a 31-inch monitor, but I think it's actually a 34-inch monitor. That's a work monitor that they let me take with me when they got rid of my desk. It's not mine, but like I'll still have to return it if I ever leave. But they let me take it home and use it at home because my home setup is now my desk, basically. I don't have a setup at work. So. But because I have this giant main monitor, oh my goodness. Because I have this giant main monitor, my desk was already kind of small to begin with. So I can't fit my laptop screen. Which is a bit of a bummer, but really want to be able to watch more than one stream at a time. Well, you can do like split screen, not necessarily on Twitch, but like have multiple windows up on one monitor, right? I can do half the monitor stream and the other half something else, or another stream. not necessarily ideal, right? You want to be able to like full screen it if you can. But yeah, just put on another screen. Yeah. It is also nice if you want to work on something on like your main monitor and just put a stream up on the side. That's what I do. That's what I do for a lot of things. Just in general, not even just streams. Like play Minecraft on the main one and do something else on the second one. Also I almost fell, which was interesting. But yep. And see what kind of performance you get when you do both of those too. Once you get it, it'll be a little bit of testing as well, right? Just like seeing what works, what doesn't. There we go. Let's not run off the side, please. There's an Enderman down there. Oddly enough. I'm making this the edge. Yeah, this is the edge. Hello, friend. What's this song? I've never heard this. What is this? No, thank you. Yeah. Cool beans, though. Glad you were able to get another computer. You've heard this song? It was one of those songs that was just like recommended for my playlist, I guess, because I have that turned on for this playlist. Just good and bad. Sometimes it means that my videos on or my VODs on YouTube get restricted, but just because I keep the music on the VODs. I feel like uploading the VODs without the music would be weird. I know people do it. They keep it in their past broadcasts and stuff that way as well. I just feel like it's weird. You're not getting the full experience then. But occasionally I'll have a VOD kind of blow up on my second channel as well. So, you know, when people do actually, like when a lot of people do end up watching it, I do like to keep the same experience if I can. So right here we didn't go through, but it's fine. Where are we at? We need to go this way next. Let's do this first. All right, you go in there. But yep, again, hopefully everyone's doing well. I'm doing pretty good today. Took me, I went to bed a little late last night, so I'm a little tired today. But it's fine. We're vibing. Emma was able to finish her second week of work pretty successfully. Ran into some issues, but got them resolved. She is starting to get acquainted with all the problems where I work, which is nice. So usually it's people problems, right? It's one of the hardest things about work is people, communication, different people do different things, behave different ways. Some people are difficult to work with, some people are not difficult to work with. It's a whole thing. So conked out early. What time did you end up going to bed? Say early. Was it early like 7:30 or was it early like 10:30? We go. Probably 7:30, fair. Yeah. We ended up staying up talking for too long, and so I think we ended up going to bed at like 12:30 or 1. Which is not like super late for a weekend for us, so. But it is later than ideal and later than normal, so. Question is, how far do I take this? I'm gonna get rid of this. This is all one big happy level. Yeah, fair. Weekends a good time if depending upon work schedule, right? If you're able to conk out on the weekends, get a little more sleep. That's when I generally catch up on sleep a little more if I need to. Is on the weekends. So. There are so many of these magma cubes, it's insane. It's actually insane. Use that to repair some of my pickaxe then. I'm killing all these magma cubes. We are using the XP for something good. Hey, Kissington, appreciate that. If I think of something creative, you know, I try to use it for my stream title. It's an easy creative outlet. Think of something fun, you know. That's away. There we go, and then this goes away here. We're going all the way down to lava level, so. Diggy hole. I have done that a few times, or at least once that I can think of. I try to switch up what the stream title is, because I don't want someone to have to see the same stream title over and over and over again. So I try to switch it up a little bit. But I have used that before. It is a fun title to use. All I do is dig, no matter what. That had to have been a Minecraft parody at some point, right? It had to have been. If it wasn't, I'll be very disappointed. Tell you that. There will be no near deaths today? I mean, I don't know if I can guarantee that. I suppose I could try, though. There's so much lava in here. There's so much lava. So I do need to fill all this in. It's up through there. Anything past this line I don't care about, but up to this line I care about. You're ruining my vibes here, Magma Cube. Okay. There we go. We're just trying to chill and fill in some lava, and you're not helping here. I hear you gassed. Easy enough. So like this can stay here, this can stay here. But anything from this line over has to go. Putting the stuff down here eventually, so while we're here. Big old lava lake. Good thing is all these lava lakes are typically 1 deep. So I can just do this and it covers all the lava lake that I need it to. There we go. I never watched the Oxcast either, but that's mostly because they came before my time. I mean, they still existed, I think, when I started watching, but like their heyday, I feel like, was more like up until 2013 when I started watching. So get away from me. Don't hurt me. I'm innocent. I didn't do anything. I'm not trying to disturb you, but you're trying to disturb me for some reason. That's kind of rude. Please don't do that. Thank you. DNTDM is the first English creator I watch. Huh, you learn most of your English through him, watching him through auto subtitles. Cool. Yeah, he was pretty popular. Still is to some degree. Some of the early ones that I watched were definitely not like the most popular. I mean, Etho was fairly popular, but not like those guys. So I watched a lot of Etho. I watched a lot of, well, a lot of the Minecraft people early on. Much smaller creators. Co-Star, watched a bunch of Co when I started playing the game. Who else did I watch? I watched a little bit of Captain Sparkles back in the day. But I watched his like original survival series. I would pretty much eat up anything that looked like vanilla survival. It's definitely my jam. So hopping towards me. So many of these. It's insane. There we go. Totally not disregarding school? Nah. Absolutely, you know? That's what we all should be doing. Just disregard school. As crazy as I still watch Green Mumbo. Okay. I watched Mumbo a lot in Hermitcraft season 4. I never really watched. Well, I watched Green like early on, like well before people were shouting his name for Hermitcraft. There was some like YouTuber like advice video he gave that I watched and thought it was really good. That's about all I watched him for, to be honest. I have higher grades for English than for Dutch. It's all this time spent online in English communities, you know. It's like all the time that I've spent playing Minecraft to probably get a higher score for Minecraft related things than I would for, well, really anything else. The more time you spend doing something, the better you'll be at. I'm trying not to look at that guy, but he's making it difficult, I'll tell you that. We're gonna do that. Just make this the cutoff point here. Or we'll do this since I think I did this before. Yeah. We're trying to get everything down to that level. So it's gonna take us a little bit. That was very rude, guest. I'll tell you that right now. Very rude. You got a guest here, though. Yep. That's good. Minecraft has a lot of odd words. You think about it? I suppose that's how I know what a piston is. Yeah. That's a good variety of words. I mean, there's words that pop up all the time in Minecraft that I've never heard of. So. Well, I guess not that I never heard of them, but I hadn't heard very often. Like, what was an axolotl, right? Like, I didn't really know what that was until Minecraft added them. So, as an example. You're not knocking me in. I have a little bit of knockback, it feels like. So you don't know what a piston is in Dutch? Can't imagine it's an English only thing though, you know. Maybe it's just called a piston, who knows? Maybe just spell a little differently. I don't know. That'd be funny if it was true. Alright, we're out of space here. we need to take this and put you in there. And then you, and you, and you, and you. I'm gonna put you in there. Mm-hmm. Alright. Put all this stuff away. There's gotta be a better way of tunneling down here, though. So where are we at? We are at like Y98. Let's say negative 170, about negative 170, 700. Roughly. Once we go up, let's see where we're at. All the numerous time I discovered something I thought were exclusive to games actually exists in real life. Yep. Oh boy. How did you get there, buddy? Alright. So what is here? Negative 230. If I went this way and that way, I'd be able to get there. Right, so if I went like... Instead of going down that way, if I went... here instead. So I can do this. Instead of this, I can put you here, so we can do that and go up. So negative 170. We go this way. Alright, that's what I put down. Negative 170, 700. Hey HP, how's it going? Hopefully you're doing well today. Other ways. Let's do right here. I think we'll do that. That means you have to go this way. Go over to 700. And then we can make a little spiral staircase to go down. And then we don't have to worry about going outside again. So about those near-death experiences, we're fine. Everything's fine. It's fine. I didn't nearly die. I only took 2 hearts. See, easy peasy. I do know we're in the right area then. Okay, we went past. Right here. Okay. We should be down to 112 now. Whoa. What is this? Can do... that. that. Nope. Gonna go down to 98. So if we do that. Do that. I think it is this way, maybe. 98 is here. Aha! Found my way in. There. Now we're locked in. Right. Can do this to hop up quite a ways. And go all the way up here and then run this way. Do this. And we're here. Cool. Go this way. There's a portal. It's a random portal, but a portal nonetheless. From my statistics from previous near-dead moments in the world, you have a 100% chance of surviving. So far. After 3,227 days. Which is a long time. Actually, that does remind me. Look at that. Perfect timing. Exactly 30 days. Multiply 30 by 24, what do you get? Is that 720 hours? Am I correct there? I think I'm correct. 30 times 24. Yeah, 720 hours. My goal for this world, for those who don't know, my goal for this world is 1,000 hours. I've never hit 1,000 hours in a world before, so that's my minimum goal, I will say. So we've got another 280 hours. So that's another... So 30 days is 720 hours. 720... Yeah, 720 hours. 30 days is 720 hours. We need another 280. So we need another 10 days to get 240. Then a sixth of that. What's a sixth of 10? Another day or two on top of that, probably. So let's say another 12 days. Not Minecraft days, of course, real life days. If I were to play 24 hours, 10 days in a row, I'd get pretty close, you know? So what I'm saying is I'll do a 2-week streamathon and get to 1,000 hours. No. Definitely not doing that. But if I did a 2-week streamathon of 24-hour streams, I would get there. It is, you know, that is the result of that. So Basalt and Blackstone are the next two. My pickaxe, okay. That's deep slate. I think basalt is... No, blackstone's down here. Yeah, my goal is to eventually hit 1,000 hours in this world. I hope I get there. There's, you know, there's a decent chance that I don't, but rather not think about that. So if it's taking me 30 days to go 3,200 Minecraft days, we should hit 1,000 hours when I've hit about, we'll say about 4,500. No? Yes? Yeah, probably just before 4,500 days in this world is when we should hit 1,000 hours. So that's quite a bit of time left. We've got to hit 3,500 days, and then 4,000 days, and then 4,500 days, or almost 4,500 days. So I need 3 more world tours. minimum 2 world tours, and then probably a third, or close to a third, to get there. Nope, I'm doing this. Oh, you know what? I did want to do this because... Do I have space for another brick? No, we are toast on that department. Okay. The basalt should be here, I believe. Yeah. One of these is empty. Which one of you is empty? This one's empty. Always been chasing ghosts. I've already filled up this side? Oh my gosh. You're joking. Assault, polish. So we got these 2 columns left, and that's it. Wow. I'm gonna run out of space. I'm gonna have to start either throwing basalt away or find some other bulk storage alternative, like a nether storage or something. Might be worthwhile to build. It's a lot of basalt that I'm throwing in here, I'll tell you that. I think I underestimated how many blocks are in the nether. Go. Now it's gonna fill up all of the hoppers behind him too. So I've got an extra 5 spaces behind each one of these. So the next thing actually to probably do, if we're hitting a point where we've got so much basalt like this, shulker box it up. Which is actually what I could do here. Some of this stuff. We're trying to run out of space, just add shulker boxes to the system. Other items over here, I think. Yep. So like here, right? Why are you 2 there? It's weird. So like this row, right? Instead of that, what we can do, same I think with here. Once we get there. We can take all of this, or at least a decent bit of it. Throw them in here. Give me you, give me you, give me you. Do, 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 do. Like that. And there we go. And then insert this shulker box in there. And now I've got more storage. Got a random stone brick for some reason. There's another brick in here somewhere. Another bricks. Yeah, that works for now. Quartz. Mushrooms, I believe, are over here. Here or something? Here? They might be in plants. Unless I missed. No, they're right here. Okay. Gold. Okay, we got music discs that go there. Gold is there. Okay. Netherrack, stone brick, gunpowder. Gunpowder goes down here. Stone bricks might also go down here. I'm trying to remember. Mob drops. Gunpowder. Stone parts. I think it's down here somewhere. It's all filler. Got regular stone bricks here. So the other thing we can do. What a good idea. Occasionally I have them, you know. Yeah, netherrack's poured into here. Not super concerned with this right now. I am concerned with the nether bricks. What we're gonna do, take a couple of these shulker boxes. We're gonna do this, and we're gonna fill up these shulker boxes with nether brick. So I have a feeling we're gonna be getting some more nether brick at some point. So we're at least gonna do a little bit of this. I don't know, I can't help but feel like there's some nether brick in the system that I'm missing somewhere. You know? But anyways. We'll do this. Because of that, we can throw these two in the bottom here. And so if we ever do get more nether brick, it'll be able to filter into this chest. Because all these are filled up. So. There we go. We got some extra shulkers. I think we need probably 3 more shulkers. If we have any extra ones at our shulker box unloader. We can take those with us. They should be in here. 1, 2, 3. Slowly but surely. I think it's here. Yeah, slowly but surely. I think it's almost done. Or I say almost. There's one right there. Yeah, it's getting there. So none in there. 3 more left in there. Okay. I think the sun's about to set. We'll probably wait here and sleep. Maybe? Unless it's daylight now. I don't think it's daylight now. I think it's dusk of some kind. So a couple of things about this top area here. One, I do still have this kind of planned out, so we'll get to that at some point. But I do at least have a build planned out. I've got a fountain planned out as well. This is our entrance to the storage system from here. I don't really know what that's going to look like once I built the castle here, but something to consider. And that's really it for up here. I don't really know what I'm doing with this half of it, to be honest. Oh, we need to repair some pickaxes. Particular. I'm gonna go over to the mob farm, I think. We'll go to sleep. I'll go over to the mob farm. Because we could use some gunpowder. This is a good opportunity to get some gunpowder and to repair some tools. So, that is what I will do. I'm flying to the mob farm. Easy peasy. We just do this and we wait. So, yeah. It is warm in my office. My computer's firing at all cylinders. So good to have water on me. Ooh, like an indent on my arm from my desk. It is nice though that my desk is actually decently deep. Not as deep as it could be, but it's at least decently deep. So I do have some space to put my arms on the desk if I so choose to. And push my keyboard back. There we go. One thing I may consider is lowering my desk a little bit, because my arms are kind of pointing upwards a little bit onto my desk when they rest on it. That, or see if my chair will go. I don't think my chair will go up any further though. It's kind of the problem there. Otherwise, it'd be preferable to raise my chair a little bit. I'm surprised that this mob farm works as well as it still does. In the 4+ years that I've had this mob farm, I've had to make one alteration, and that was more recently. With this platform right here. That's it. So I'm surprised that I haven't had to do more. Give me a little bit of time for the mobs to build up. We get a whole lot of XP out of that though. But I do enjoy getting all this gunpowder. What's down here? Bloop. 4 stacks of gunpowder is pretty good. That's pretty good. I do like that. So far, so good today, folks. I think we've been making a lot of progress in the Nether. Sometimes it can be hard to see, right? Especially when we're digging out large areas like that. But once the large areas are dug out, the visualization of the progress is a lot more apparent. Thankfully. Go. Let it build up a little bit. Go down here. Got a decent bit of gunpowder out of that. Well, that's a villager zombie. There we go. Keep going. Keep giving me more mobs. Oh. And we'll repair this one, and then we should be good. That one. Okay. The mobs build up. Maybe? You know what I should have done, or what I still could do, is put the tinted glass in this mob farm, because I would love to be able to go up there and just like watch it work. And tinted glass allows you to see in, I believe, but doesn't let light levels in. Which is the reason you don't want to put actual glass there. Because it would hurt the spawn rates of the farm. Which we definitely do not want. So. Any hoozle. Almost there. Just a few more XP. 12 XP? Yes. Beautiful. Alright, we're done. We can skedoodle. What I could do actually is go through this portal. Oh, I don't think about it. But I do have a portal here. I don't have to fly to the main portal. I think I'm just so used to it, honestly, at this point. I'm just so used to flying to the main spawn portal for everything. I don't even really use the one in the farm area anymore. Once I got that portal built right on the spawn mountain, pretty much the only portal I use. Here's where we can go all the way down.
Hello.
Zyra, thanks for the follow. Appreciate that. Welcome in. Hopefully you are doing well today. We're running and we're running and we're running, hitting our head. Going down this weird staircase. So I'm like spinning in like the opposite direction. It's kind of weird. Okay, here we are. Here we are. Do that. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. There we go. Got a bunch of mobs spawning down here now. Lovely. Start over here this time. Ooh. Okay. Any tips on starting Forever World? Try to attempt some builders. Never good at early game, mid game. I never made it to end game. I don't know which farms to make, what to do. So I mean the biggest thing is okay. You're talking about a forever world. I assume you mean a non-hardcore world, correct? Just like a regular survival world. So if you die, it's not a huge deal. Yeah, okay. I guess that the advice I was gonna give can go for either. I would say, you know, get a little better at the early game survival side of things. spend a little bit of time just trying to get better at that, learning some different tips on that. Ultimately, the thing with Forever Worlds is a couple things. One, I don't personally think the idea of a Forever World is that good of an idea. A long-term world, I think, is a different thing from a Forever World. But if you're looking more for a world that you want to spend a lot of hours in, right? You want to, instead of restarting worlds, you want to spend a lot of time in one world. Have a plan, number one. So whatever that means, what do you want to do in the world? You know, do you want to build, are there certain farms that you say you don't know which farms to make or what to do? What are all the different materials or different mobs in the game? And what are different ways of farming them, right? What are the different materials that you would use for building, and how would you farm them? What are the things you need to survive, right? You need food, you need shelter, things like that. What are the different farms that I can make that give me those resources and allow me to automate that process so I don't have to worry about it? And I would make a list of those things and then use that as a guiding principle for like what things to build early on, right? You need a food source. One of the early things I do is I don't do anything automatic with it, but I get a bunch of cows early on. I get a lot of cows. And steak becomes my food source. One of the things that I think most worlds should have, if you're looking to make it a very long-term world, is a villager breeder and a villager trading hall. Maybe that's something that you want, maybe it's not, but villagers typically open up a whole world of easy access to resources. You open up golden carrots eventually, so you don't necessarily even have to get a food source if you just get villagers. As an example, not everyone thinks villagers are kind of early game. The other thing you mentioned is not having completed the end game. I would make that a goal, right? What do I need to do to complete the end game? But write down a list of things that you want to accomplish in this world. Yeah, you can make a build around those farms as well, right? It provides an opportunity to learn mechanics and or have those resources, and it gives you an opportunity to make a build that you like around said resources. So some of it when it comes to the Ender Dragon is it comes down to doing it a lot or attempting it a lot. So for instance, like I have probably beat the Ender Dragon. I mean, in this world alone, I beat the Ender Dragon enough times to get every single end portal thing that goes out to like the different end islands. That was a lot of different times of me just trying to fight. Even before getting to this world, I had other worlds before this where I learned those skills of how to do that. So some of it's just trying and practicing. Yeah, and ultimately have a set of goals, right? Okay, I start a world. What are the top 5 things we'll say that I want to get done? You finish those 5 things. Okay, what's the next 5 things that I want to do? In the background, I would do something about it now, but I think all these magma cubes want to kill me. I have a. Now this is in game, right? But I have a to-do list book, and so this book I write down all kinds of ideas. This is a little different. This is with the skeleton farm perimeter that we're working on right now. I have a listing of a whole bunch of different things. Some I've gathered from chat. Some of them are things that I wanted to do. I realized I need to autocraft for my melons, for instance. I have a mob farm that I made. Now I gotta decorate it. There's a castle that I've kind of have some kind of scaffolding for its spawn. Complained for a long time about not having a squid farm, you know, things like that, where it's just like, And like I wrote down these things in a giant to-do list, and then of these things, what are the things that I want to do? What are the things I'm the most interested in? And what you'll find, well, at least what I have found, is that there's an endless number of things that you could do in the world. It's just a matter of what do you want to do, and what are the things that really serve your goals. If your goals are to make a long-term world where you're making castles and villages and dwarven kingdoms and floating islands, right? What you want to be focused on is getting enough resources, food and whatnot, automate enough of that stuff so that you have an endless number of resources to just go and build with, right? So that will help gear you towards, okay, what are the things that I need to help my building process? And then take it one step at a time, right? Because part of it is, you know, people get to a certain point where they're like, oh, I feel like I've done everything. It's like there's probably a lot of stuff you haven't done, but do you want to do it? If you don't want to do it, is there a way in which you can do it with the least amount of effort possible to give you the maximum amount of output? Do I need this gigantic mob farm, or do I need, like, do I even need to make a mob farm? One, what kind of mob farm do I need to make, right? I have a very, very, very simple, just generic darkroom spawner with 2 levels, and that has supplied all of the gunpowder in my world that gives me all of my rockets. I don't need a creeper farm, right? I want a creeper farm eventually, but I don't need a creeper farm. So for 4.5 years, my source of gunpowder has been a generic mob farm. Because other things are more important to me, right? Like digging out this nether area. I have this grand idea of what I want this to be. You know, this build is more important to me than building a creeper farm is. But a year from now, that may change, and I may say, hey, I actually want to build a creeper farm now, and then I'll go do that. It's in the back of my head, right? I've either written it down or it's in the back of my head. I know, or both. I know that it's a thing. I just don't particularly care to do it right now. And so I've kind of prioritized that out. But, you know, a year from now, my top 5 might change. So I think having a total understanding of all the different kinds of things you can do, and then really laser focusing in on the things that you want to do, will help you stay in a world longer. And also allowing yourself to maybe do some things that aren't efficient or feel like maybe they wouldn't be worth it otherwise, but that you really just want to do. And that helps people stay in a world longer, because they don't feel forced to do, you know, build this giant mob farm where they don't really want to, but they feel like they should, but they don't want to. So I rambled a little bit there. But lists help honing in really on the things that you want out of the world and the things you love to do, and doing whatever it takes to really focus on those things that you want to do, and make that the bulk of what you're doing in a world will allow you to stay in a world a lot longer. That will go back to, what do I want to do? You got to figure out what you want to do. I don't think it's good enough to just say, oh, I want to have a long-term world. Well, what do you want to do in that long-term world, right? Sometimes people like the idea of having this grand world because they see it on YouTube or whatever, and they don't actually, in practice, they don't actually like it. So I have always been drawn to people who are building large worlds and not because it's so grand, because the grandness is nice, right? But it shows you the possibilities there are, and I want to use that kind of framework of I'm going to stay in a world for a long period of time to be able to build castles and villages and every mob farm imaginable eventually, you know. So hone in on what it is that you want to do, create a list of the things to get you there, and then act off of that. And if you're doing something that you really hate doing, stop doing it. It's a game, you know. It's different when you go to work or you go to school and you have to do something. You don't have to do anything here. Make sure you're having fun first and foremost. Because that's the most important part of this. If you're not having fun, then what's the point? I know it's all going into the lava, but I just don't have the... Oh no! Just had to be really careful there. So when I think about why I'm in this world, right? I've always enjoyed long-term worlds. Back in 2019, with Philza, got really introduced to hardcore at that point, and I thought it was really cool. I liked the idea of building a world where you do have that survival constraint, right? You have to, you cannot die in the world. Not once. So I very much enjoyed that aspect of it. I think it makes the survival aspect more challenging. I'd had a number of worlds before that where I'd spent hundreds of hours in them, but and I like to call myself a survivalist. I've always liked to call myself a survivalist, but how much of a survivalist am I really if I well, I guess not that, but it's an extra challenge, an extra survival challenge in particular, which was a very attractive idea to me. So, and that led me here. We should hit, I say should, who really knows in hardcore, because you could die at any minute. But the plan is to hit 1,000 hours. All the while building the kinds of things that I want to build. There are things that I've put off for a number of years that, looking back on it, it's like, well, why did I put it off? Well, I put it off because I didn't want to do it. That's ultimately why I put it off, so. And that's fine, because it's my world. I can do whatever I want. I should be able to do whatever I want anyways. Maybe not everybody would say that, but... So, hopefully that helps. I had this idea a while ago. I don't know if I'll ever really do it, but... I don't like the idea of a forever world just in general. I think of it, the concept in terms of like, if it helps you like get ideas and inspiration to have a long-term world that you do end up enjoying, I think that's cool. But the term forever world is something that it's very difficult to make true. There are very few things that are forever. So I've never, I say never, but the most successful worlds to me that I've had are not worlds that I looked at it like I'm going to be in this forever, but that I'm going to be in this for the foreseeable future. And I think that's what people are trying to get across with the whole forever world concept, right? They really just want a long-term world, and that terminology has morphed into like it's a world being a quote-unquote forever world. So way too many of these guys. We are cutting down on the amount of surface area here, though, which is good. There we go. I think Bailey's awake. Man, it's taking so much time. So, anyways, that's just my thoughts on it. I understand why content creators do things like Forever World, right? It's especially if you're a full-time content creator, like it pulls views. But just don't be blinded by the fact that the world will truly be forever. Don't let yourself like do something for the sake of just doing it, even if it's not enjoyable, for the sake of, oh, I gotta have a forever world. You know, I don't think that's particularly good. So much going on here. Magma cube's on top of the top of this thing, I think. Go. Yeah, it is. No magma cube's following me right now. Just do that. So many giant magma cubes. Oh, man. Can I walk anywhere else? Is it gonna have all these magma cubes? That magma cube's really coming for me, tell you that. What I probably should do is focus on a small area. Make my life a little bit easier. Alright, let's leave this here. I don't want to deal with you. So if we really honed in on like this last area over here, this might help. Interesting. Okay. Down to lava level. There we go. Okay. Needs more haste. Amplify does not change the nether, no. Unfortunately. There's probably data packs that can do that, but there's no such thing as an amplified nether in vanilla. Did that. I'll get some slabs, I think, help me out there. Do not obtain world, just like Puff. It's also my forever world, but I feel like both of those things put constraints on what I can do in my world. I'll not abandon the world, but when I want to build something different, I often tend to do and creative instead. Okay, fair enough. Unobtained is essentially getting things in certain versions that Cousin can probably describe it a little better, but things that you can get in certain versions you can't get in others, or things that are like you can't really get in survival without like doing like certain glitches or whatever. It's my understanding anyways. Somebody is home. Do old versions get weird things like spawn eggs in survival or armor with protection 6? Yep. Pretty cool. That was rude. Mama's home. She's home, she's home, she's home. Do that, give myself a little more protection there. Boom, boom, boom. I wanted slabs, slapperonis. What did I get? What did I get? Stream, what did I get? Wow. Oh. Not just stuff for me, but there's stuff for Bailey in here. Oh. You see it. Yes, you do. Do I turn on the camera? Show people? Okay. Alright, chat. We're turning on the camera. Let's see. There we go. Hello. I'm gonna take the camera and go down. Like there. I think. Like that. Okay. Good morning, good morning. 3230 Minecraft days. not IRL days. I've done like 30, if you include all the hours of playing the game. If I were to play the game 24 hours straight, I've done like 30 hours, I think, at this point. Or 30 days at this point. It is afternoon here. Okay. What do we got, chat? Wait, can I go full screen? I can. Okay. Okay. What do we got? We got Afraid of the Bark toy here for Bailey. I know you want this. You can't have it right now. You need to take it off the thing. We've got a Witch Hat hot drink bomb for me. Yeah, right there, right there. Yeah. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. We've got Harry Potter Haribo gummies. Yep. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. We've got Reese's Peanut Butter Pumpkins. See that? There we go. Cool. Thank you. Exactly, Cousinson. Gotta hit all the things. Your babe's gonna get her toy. Cool. Thank you. You can come on camera. You come on camera?
I will once I
Oh,
get
chat. I got something to show you. Hold on.
Once I get her toy dealt with. You're gonna show them the...
Can't really see it on camera. But I'll go full screen again. Little Lego creeper. Up on that. It's usually up top. I guess you guys could see it before. Maybe I just couldn't see it. You can at least see it on here. Send you that creeper.
There you go, baby. No, it's mine.
Sits right up here.
You can kind of see it.
Yeah, I don't know if you can see it like when I go to the streaming. Oh, you can kind of see it. Yeah. So. Okay. There you are.
Hi, Jen.
Okay. The work desk is getting no, Bailey. You don't stand on your back legs and try to get the gummies. Scissors in the drawer. So strong. Brrr.
Bailey wants
You got your toy. Where's your toy?
your food. I smell the peanut butter. I smell the peanut butter. There you go.
We'll leave the camera on for the rest of the stream.
I thought if I was getting you stuff, Halloween stuff, you'd also want me to get her a Halloween.
Yes, she needs a Halloween toy. It's a need, not a want. Remember that. The need, not a want.
Are you a spoiled puppy?
No, she's not spoiled.
Are you spoiled?
She's not spoiled at all. I'm gonna die. I'm gonna die. These magma cubes are gonna kill me. Okay, we're out of here. Oh gosh. It's the worst. Not bad. We did something. Thank you.
There were other things I would have gotten if they actually had stuff.
Like what?
I thought it would be fun to have like a decorative like candy tray, but they didn't have anything like small enough. They had like giant buckets for trick-or-treating. And like, I don't feel like we need that.
What do I buy a girlfriend? Can I get one at Target? You can try.
And then the other thing I thought you would have liked if I could have found it would have been like Halloween themed hand towels. Like,
Oh, yes. Do they have any?
no,
Oh,
I would have
sad.
gotten them if they did.
Halloween themed hand towels? Sounds pretty legit. Ow. Ow! So rude. You gotta beat up these magma cubes for me, Emma. They're being really mean right now. Like really mean. That's wear a red collared shirt and someone asks for help. Then you can ask them out. Yep. There you go.
Baby's having fun with her toy.
I mean, there's a whole bunch of things that would definitely disqualify somebody. Iron golems, you know, if
Hey, wait. I can get this back. There's a thing I noticed.
what's that?
Look.
They put a butt.
Yes.
They put a butt on the toy. Whoever made the toy. It's kind of weird.
It's a mummy with his butt hanging out.
And they expect my dog to chew on that. It's awful. Yeah.
No, the happy puppy.
I would hope so. She got a new toy. Now, we need to go and buy 5 more Halloween toys. And then it will be satisfactory.
Why 5 more?
Well, I would say 10, but I feel like that's too many.
That is very much too many.
So 5 felt like a happy middle.
Why does she need more than one Halloween toy?
What is this question that is being asked? Of course she needs more than one Halloween toy.
Why?
Because she needs to be spoiled.
She is.
More. Needs to be spoiled more.
Spoiled little brat.
No. She's a brat, but I don't think it's because we're spoiling her. I think it's just because that's just who she is. Did you find anything fun for you while you were out?
I found a pair of jeans I like.
Mhm.
They didn't have the size I needed in the color I wanted in store.
Despicable. Can't believe it.
So I tried on the same size and the same style
Mhm.
in a different colorway, and I liked the fit, but I liked I think the jeans are designed to be like a little more cropped, like above the ankle, but I don't like that look.
Hmm.
So I had to get the tall version, because that actually went below my ankle.
Yeah, I don't understand clothing. Like style. I mean, there's chairs. She could bring in her chair. I was thinking about like, getting a second chair for this office.
So that you don't have to move your chair back.
Yeah, because every time my work desk is next to me that way, and so every time I work, I have to move my chair over there, and then when I'm done with work, I have to move my chair back. So, It's not that big of a deal, but it would be nice to not have to do that. Just getting...
You've also talked that we should get me a little setup where I can have my own, like, chair and mic.
True.
And I just am here for the color commentary.
Yep. Everyone's here for you, not for me. Come on now. They joined the stream waiting to hear from you.
That fan is not doing much.
What fan?
The fan
Oh. I didn't realize you turned the fan on.
is hot. It is really hot in this room.
It's a little toasty.
And that's coming from me.
Yeah. It's a little toasty.
It's deadly hot. I wanted to get myself a, like, soda or something from Target, but
Target.
the whole time I was there, the same guy was, like, stocking that one thing with, like, the cold beverages. And then, like, I don't...
Huh?
Yeah.
Is dude just staring?
No, like, he was stalking. Like, S-T-O-C-K. Like, worm.
Oh. I thought you were saying a different thing.
Not S-T-A-L-K.
That would be a little weird.
Yeah, he was S-T-O-C-K stalking it the whole time, though. And I was like, why are you here this long? Like, seriously.
Yeah, I thought the same thing, Jen. I was like, what are you talking about? Why would somebody do that? That's so weird. So an employee had the... How long were you in Target?
I mean, I walked through pretty much all of the store.
I was gonna say, like, I weren't in there for like 5 minutes. It's probably more than that.
I was in there long enough that I would have expected him to be gone by the time I finished.
You know, it's a Sunday. Nobody wants to work, so I get it. To be fair, when I worked at Walmart, like, there were people who would just kind of stand around and like just talk to people, or would take a really long time at certain things.
Like he was talking to people, but he was taking a really long time. It felt like.
Could have been new.
Has anyone seen the baby yet today?
You know, scene? I don't know.
Do people want to see Bailey? Jen, would you like to see Bailey?
What?
There you go.
Simba. I had her like this earlier, at the beginning of the stream. Hey guys, how's it going? I am here running the stream today. Because my dad is terrible at it. So, I'm Bailey. I will sniff the microphone.
Here's the little baby.
Hello, baby. Do you like this? Oh, no, you don't. Okay. Alright, here you go. You warm?
It's warm in here.
Oh, sorry.
You should be.
Mom help, yeah. Just trying to fan my in my office. It's great, isn't it? It's a great temperature in here.
It is miserable.
It's the best temperature in here.
Isn't that a little better though?
Yeah. European, this is how I view a Walmart Target, one giant building on a lot outside any neighborhood. It depends. I mean, it is a giant building. Sometimes there's other buildings attached to it or other stores attached to it. like part of a shopping mall, not a mall, but like a shopping center kind of area. And there's a lot of places that are not walkable.
I would also say it's not a normal supermarket. I would say it's more clothing and home goods.
It
Than
depends.
it is a supermarket.
It depends.
Well, I think Walmart's more of a supermarket than Target.
Oh yeah.
But Target to me does not feel like a supermarket. It's like clothing and home goods.
Yeah, Target I definitely growing up went to less for like groceries. But I mean I grew up going to Walmart for groceries. So I feel like it depends where you live and the options that you have. Cuz like the options where I lived for groceries were either Food Lion or Walmart. Like that's it. Like we didn't have anything else in the county itself. You could go to a different county. But that would be like a 30-40 minute drive away.
Versus where we are now.
Yeah, where we are now, we've got like 10 different supermarkets in like a 15-minute drive. So, like, we've got Giant, we've got Lidl, we've got Aldi, we've got Wegmans, we've got Costco, we've got Whole Foods,
Trader
Joe's, Sam's Club. Yep. Well, some of those aren't like traditional supermarkets anyways, like Costco and Sam's Club would be different. I always thought, before we started going to Wegmans more, I genuinely thought that Wegmans was like, you had to have a membership. It was like Costco. I don't know why I thought that. But you don't need a membership for Wegmans.
No, you do not.
You can just walk in, like any supermarket. No way public transport doesn't work is good for you guys. There are some places where public transport is okay, but like where I grew up was very rural, and so like yeah, there was not a whole lot of, there wasn't any public transit, to be honest. I don't think there was any. Like you needed a car, or you were biking. And good luck biking the 20 miles or whatever.
It's actually difficult here.
Okay. It probably already is.
Yeah.
A little squishy. It's okay. And that goes all down there. Lovely. Do that. Just cover it up, it's fine. Well, how long would it take you to go to like the nearest city? The problem with the US is that it's so large of a landmass.
And in charge.
Not everyone truly understands just how gigantic the US is. Like to go to middle school and high school was about ended up being like a 10-minute drive, but it was 5 or 6 miles to get there. It's like I definitely couldn't walk there. The memes about like having to trudge through 30-degree weather and 3 feet of snow would have definitely applied to me if I had to walk there. So you pretty much had to have a car to go anywhere. And schools had school buses, but they're not great transportation. They're fine, but Near a city, we already live in a city, and the cities here are often connected, so I could walk and visit 2 other cities within 30 minutes. Yeah, like it would be like the town. There was a small town that I grew up in, but to go to like a city, I mean, there's other like counties and stuff, but to go to an actual city, depending on where I went, could be an hour and a half drive. First big city, probably an hour by bus plus train. Okay. The first big city, probably 1 hour. Okay. Okay. I can't even imagine what the public transit would be like for me growing up if I had to do that. It'd probably be longer. You studying in a big city? Cool. Okay. To go to the college that I went to was about a 4-hour drive.
Same for me.
Yeah. Now there were other colleges nearby, but the college that I ended up going to was a 4-hour drive.
Well, and let's be clear, we lived in the same state that our college was.
Yeah, we lived in the same state as our college, so to go from like one corner of, and we weren't even really in the corners of the state per se. I mean, it was kind of that, but to go to
That
the
was a little boring.
to go to the true corners was probably more corner to corner was probably a 5-hour drive, 4.5 5 hour drive, a little bit longer.
And that was not a particularly big state either.
Yeah. So 70 minutes to school and 70 minutes back. Cool. So it's interesting. Yeah, you can do other stuff. Yeah, that's I mean, that's the cool thing about public transit, right? Is like you're not the one actually driving or whatnot. Someone else is doing that. So, and there's decent public transit. Like at least in our college town, there was decent public transit, a bus system,
And a lot of things were walkable.
and a lot of things were walkable within the college campus and the surrounding area, like the apartment that we lived at was just off of campus. Once you went to the next town over, which some people did, you definitely had to take the bus in though to go to
Or
class or drive. Pay for a parking permit. Yeah, if you're driving, you should probably put your eyes on the road. Yeah, for sure. That would be the smart thing to do.
I feel like the biggest issue with walkability in areas is how many highways go through or around these. Like, to walk
Right.
from that next town over to our college town probably wouldn't have been a terrible walk if it wasn't for the highway.
Was there not a trail system to go there?
I don't think so. I don't know. Bailey. Really? Bailey.
Bailey's looking outside the window. That's what she does when she sees other dogs walk by. Oh, neighbor's using the leaf blower. Yep, that would do it. I don't know if there's lots of bike paths and sidewalks that end. There definitely are some. And we have roads that end too, and not in a good way. Not everywhere has sidewalks. Not everywhere has bike paths as well, which is another part of it. Where we live now has a good number of bike paths and sidewalks, but not everywhere where we live does. It's only if you're like within the HOA. The houses that are supported by the HOA have those paths, and if you're not within one of those HOAs that maintains that, then you don't get it. Like we have a road not too far from us that just stops. Homeowners association. It's a group. If you own a home or you rent a condo or something, you know, the property is within the homeowners association. They have meetings and whatnot to decide certain things, like where sidewalks go, improving playgrounds, things like that.
No.
Yeah, you would not be able to walk across the US using sidewalks. You'd have to walk on roads or across fields, probably. A lot of fields.
No.
Bailey's being a brat. He's getting scolded.
You do not pitch into us. You do not cross the threshold.
So like the reason that there's a road near us that just ends is because when the community was built, the side of the side that we're on with the road is part of the HOA, and the other side doesn't have an HOA, or at least isn't part of ours, and so they never connected the roads because they were two different communities. There was they had the road there with the plans that they would connect the roads, and they just never did because they were two different communities, and so you can't walk from one community to the other, which I think is kind of ridiculous, but I don't decide the rules, so. If you're not part of an HOA, you generally just don't have sidewalks. You just have roads, and people just walk on the road.
Bailey.
Like growing up, like we weren't part of an HOA, and so if you're walking around the community, you were walking on the road.
We weren't part of an HOA, but we have sidewalks. Like growing up.
It, I guess, depends. To be fair, I don't think like the road that the subdivision I grew up in is off of has sidewalks on it either. If you're walking up and down the road, you're walking in the grass on the side or something like that. You know, there's such thing as too broke for sidewalks. It's just whether or not people care about it, right? We have such a car-focused infrastructure that most people just don't care to have sidewalks. And even if you did have a sidewalk, people use it? I don't know. Waiting for me to come. Close the door. At least for a little bit. Now the good thing about where we live is because we have sidewalks, we can walk to some shops if we wanted to. Now it's still probably a 30-minute walk, but we could walk to shops if we wanted to. That's a nice thing about living kind of in suburbia, or where we live. In particular, where we live in suburbia. Yeah, I mean we don't walk anywhere, right? Like, most people sit at a desk for 8, 9, 10 hours a day. Then they drive places. Maybe walk around a little bit wherever they drive to. But yeah, I mean, we just...
Again, a lot of that comes down to I think highways or larger roads. Like
It's our infrastructure. So... back for everyone. Alright, well, it is that time. I think we are gonna wrap up there for today. Let's see. Yeah, I think we're just gonna wrap up there. Yeah, thanks for posting those in chat. I mean, it's been 2 hours. I'm surprised. It's been 2 hours. Yeah, thanks for hanging out, Sunny Zan. Thanks for hanging out, Kensington, Jen. I appreciate you all being here. You say it's becoming people from Wally. Not quite. A lot of people in the U.S. are not. So, but yeah, if you're new around here, I've checked out the other things I do. The YouTube's the Twitter, the Discord in particular. If you don't want to get notifications on Twitch, but still want to get notified when I go live, go to check that out. So, I'm gonna wrap up there today, though. I don't think we're gonna raid anyone today. I will see you all back here more than likely on Wednesday. I think. Yes? No? Maybe so. I think we're free on Wednesday. But I'll let you know on Discord if I can't. Otherwise, expect me back on Wednesday at 7:30 Eastern. So, thanks for hanging out. Thanks for the good chats today. I appreciate it. And I'll see y'all again soon. So, take care. Bye-bye.
Au revoir.
Au revoir.
Au revoir.